Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. My name's Justin. I don't actually think I've introduced myself in any other videos, but yeah, thought I'd start now. So as you can see by the title, it's going to be a fish feeding video, and I thought I'd give a little bit of information before I show you guys the montage and stuff like that. But yeah, so the main few things that I think people need to keep in mind when they're feeding their fish is to not overfeed, but also don't underfeed your fish. I know it's kind of weird saying that, but I think a key thing to add, and something that's that I think has been looked over quite a bit in the hobby, but I think it's sort of catching on now, is actually in well, it's not really a massive investment, but it's just buying a feeding ring for your tank. I recently got one, and I did a water change in a gravel or a sand vac the other day, and there was literally no detritus, or a very small amount that I actually pulled out of the sand, compared to when I wasn't using a gravel vac. A lot of the food the fish just miss because it just goes down too quick, and if it's not going through your overflow, it's just going to get stuck in your sand, and that's when you can get like nitrate problems and stuff like that, which can cause a whole lot of other issues. So definitely looking to get a feeding ring. I got mine off Amazon for, I think it was about $10, just with a little suction cup, and yeah, I've just been feeding food through there. Obviously, if you're feeding things like frozen food, the thing I do is turn all my pumps off, just so it's a little easier for the fish to get and stuff, and just so it doesn't go off, doesn't go through the overflow and start decaying in the sump and things like that. The next thing people you can start to look at is what type of food you're feeding, and just mixing it up a little bit. The foods that I mainly feed are New Life Spectrum, Vitalis, Hikari, and Ocean Nutrition. I feed mainly dry food with with frozen food every maybe 2 to 3 days a week, I should say. But mainly just feeding dry food. I found the most success with probably the Vitalis range of marine food. It's actually a food that I've recently been introduced to earlier this year, so the fish do love it. It's a softer pellet. It's not as hard as your other pellets, so it's a lot easier for the fish to eat and digest. Another tip, before I probably been blabbering on for quite a bit, but the last tip that I can probably give you guys is in regards to acclimation, and that is, after you've acclimated your fish, I would feed them straight away. I know a lot of people wait like a day or two, but I found in my experience, if you feed the fish straight away, you get a feeding response, and you just help it settle in just a little bit easier. Because if the fish, obviously, if you're buying wild caught fish, they've been starved for a few days in their holding facilities, so they come pretty hungry. And I think a lot of people think, oh, the fish is going to be a bit too stressed, I'm not going to feed it now. But in this year, I've had really great success just feeding the fish straight away. That's obviously if your tank is new. If you've got fish in there already, it can be a little bit easier, as you've got dither fish in the tank, and the fish will see all the other ones eating and kind of go for it. But that's kind of what I would do personally. But without talking you guys' head off, I'll just show a bit of montage that I caught over the last few weeks. Feeding my fish different types of foods, and also trying to feed my corals. This video is more about feeding fish, as definitely not a coral feeding expert yet, still learning the ropes when it comes to corals. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the feeding montage, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys.